NFL.com's Grant Gordon put out an article this week asking if Dalvin Cook is going to be the focal point of the Gary Kubiak offense. Now, for Vikings fans, of course, we do understand if Dalvin is fully healthy and if he doesn't hold out and if he shows up, he's ready to rock and roll. The Vikings want to be a run-first team. Gary Kubiak likes to run the football, and his offense for years has made 1,000-yard running backs out of nobodies. And Dalvin Cook is certainly a somebody. For our money, when he's fully healthy, fully dialed in, he is the top two running backs in the NFL. Both of them, both 1 and 2. But yeah, he's one for me. I mean, you could argue that when fully healthy, he's in the top 3. I mean, even like a Packer fan would have to make that argument, right? You know, Dalvin, Zeke, McCaffrey, not Aaron Jones, because they refuse to use him. All right. One of the few Packers that actually do enjoy and stomach is Aaron Jones, and yet, let's just give the ball to Jamal Williams for so many years. Let's just draft A.J. Dillon, just completely robbing us of a quality fantasy running back. But not that I'm upset about it. Yeah. But the article talks about how Gary Kubiak has had a 1,000-yard rusher 15 of his 22 seasons as offense corner and as a head coach, and also you do have to go back to 2014. Which is the last time Gary Kubiak was a true play-calling offensive coordinator only. You do have to discount his years in Denver as a head coach because, I mean, let's be honest, that was the Peyton Manning offense. So to a degree, Gary Kubiak, in his wisdom, did compromise quite a bit, did acquiesce a bit to Peyton Manning and how he did things, even though it was the corpus of Peyton Manning that Gary Kubiak and that defense finally drug across the finish line 2015 to win that Super Bowl. Back to 2014, that was his 1 year with the Ravens as an OC. He got 1,266 yards rushing out of 29-year-old Justin Forsett. Yeah, the guy who was in Seattle as like the special teams kick returner, like change of pace back, all of a sudden put up 1,200. Yeah, fantasy footballers will certainly remember that season. That year, Forsett got 279 out of 459 running back touches for the Ravens. That's just over 60.8%. Garrett Kubiak, he is very prone to, he likes to run the ball first and foremost, but also he is more prone to a workhorse back than a lot of people are expecting. So Dalvin, looking at last year, he got 303 of 470 running back touches weeks 1 through 15, which is 64.5%. Remember, he missed the final 2 games of the season. But also, if you remove week 13 at Seattle as well as week 15 at the Chargers, when Dalvin was severely limited in those games, he has 279 of 414 touches, which is 67.4%. So to say that Dalvin Cook, when he was fully healthy last year in the Kufanski offense, was the workhorse back, he was. He certainly was. So Kubiak's history of leaning on his league running back 60 to 70% of the time, which certainly qualifies as a bell cow running back in today's modern NFL. And again, Dalvin, when healthy, Kufanski was all in on him last year. Don't see why anything would change this year with Gary Kubiak. So again, if Dalvin reports, if he's fully locked in, ready to go, and Kubiak is calling the shots, which he obviously will be, I think you will see a lot of Dalvin, which, again, doesn't mean that Alexander Mattison does not have a ton of value. He certainly does, especially if you're in fantasy football. I think he's the most valuable handcuff in fantasy this year just because of Dalvin's health issues, as well as the Vikings' propensity to run the ball, as well as if Dalvin was abducted by aliens. I think it would be a lot of Alexander Mattison with a little bit of Mike Boone in there. But yeah, as Dalvin goes, the Vikings offense goes. I understand that Kirk Cousins, he's the quarterback, most important position in all of team sports, as well as he got that big contract. But the Vikings are a weird breed. They are a weird team. That they're sort of built old school, which certainly can work, but it's not built as a quarterback throw to run. They are trying to run to throw, which the analytics people will completely pull their hair out. Well, what hair they have remaining, but it's the way that Zimmer wants to win. It's the way that Kubiak wants to win. Kubiak, I mean, you can't argue with it. Kubiak did win a Super Bowl in 2015, although it wasn't exactly the traditional run-heavy, like Arian Foster, Terrell Davis, Mike Anderson, Orlandis Gary, Clinton Portis type team in 2015. He's leading rusher was Ronnie Hillman, who had about 800 yards rushing. Remember, Vikings legend Ronnie Hillman, the original OG, number 33 for the Vikes. Hillman wore 33, right? Ben Tate wore 33. Yeah, But whatever. But yeah, if Dalvin is ready to go, this team will run through him. That's why I've said for a while on here is that if Dalvin is happy and if he's fully healthy this year, I mean, there's no reason to suspect why he wouldn't have a 2,000 yard from scrimmage season. I think that he will certainly get that work, especially in the passing game, as well as in the outside zone running game, and he will be big. Like, as much as we talk about Cousins, as much as we talk about Thielen, as much as we talk about Jefferson coming as a first-round pick, it still starts and ends with numero 33. So hopefully he's here, and hopefully he stays healthy. But your thoughts, Dalvin, focal point, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.